Scattata music.
Back to Spaced Out Podcast. I know him as Nova Red. Everyone else knows him as Nova Vision. Welcome to the studio, bro.
Thank you, bro.
How you doing today?
Good, man. That goes to show you've been following for a minute.
Yeah.
You know me as Nova Red.
Indeed.
That's the rapper days, man.
The red code?
Code Red Global.
Code Red Global.
Yep.
It was you. I forget the other dude's name.
Absolute.
Yeah.
Monster.
Absolute. Yeah, he is a monster.
Shout out my boy Ab. He's got his own podcast too right now.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah. I started him
follow
on
that shit.
man. I started him everywhere we go, he'd be like, motherfuckers would be like, yo, bro, if I was with him, yo, no, you need to get him a pod, bro. He needs to be, because he's got that type of
Energy.
humor,
Yeah.
energy, vibe, creativity, and he could talk and funny as fuck. So I started with a live five. The name I came up with was Live 5. It was meant to be short form, 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Bro, this man turned into a podcast monster. He started 2-hour episodes, 3 a week. So I was like, bro, this is too much for me to edit with all the stuff I got going on. So I taught him how to edit, basic editing and all that. And he just took off, bro. He learned everything. He spent a lot of money on this shit. And yeah, now he's podcast crazy. But shout out to my brother. That's my brother to the grave. I'm his daughter's godfather and all that. So that's my brother.
Yeah. I've been following you because of Brownie.
Oh, Brownie?
Brownie baby.
We used to do a lot of work together.
Yeah. You did all. That's when you started doing videos. I think.
Yeah. Yep.
She was going to you since then.
Yep.
And I've been following. I was like, oh, because you went from rapping first. You were on some of her songs.
Yep.
Matter of fact.
Yep.
And then that's when I started following you. And then you transferred into the music videos.
Yeah.
What made you do that? What made you make that decision from stopping the music to?
So the music, if it wasn't for me even getting into music, which I got to shout out also quickly, these people that I shout out are important to me and my story because they're what created what is sitting here now.
Yeah.
So, but I got to shout out my brother, Tronic. He's married to my sister. He's literally my brother. But he started me in music. He's the one that gave me my name, Nova. This is like 15 years ago. And then I just took off, with it. I learned what I needed to learn, and I just took off. Always been super ambitious. So I started Code Red Global, where it was a record label like we talked about, and I was an artist on it. And then did that for years. And while doing that, I also learned how to audio engineer. I opened up my own studio downtown.
Yeah, because you were doing her
mixing.
Too.
Yep. And then eventually it just came into camera work. I never in my life gave a fuck about a camera.
Yeah.
Never was interested in it. Never, not even an inkling. Like, that'd be pretty cool to try. You know what I'm saying?
It did seem like when you got the camera.
So I got the camera.
That shit was like,
bro, the first music video I ever edited, which was trash, by the way. But when I completed it, I literally got high off of it. It was the most amazing feeling. I never got off anything in my life besides drugs, of course. Which, I've been clean off drugs for a long time now. I literally, bro, when I completed it and all that work, hours and hours and hours of learning and editing, because I had to learn still. I didn't know nothing. When I was playing that back, bro, I'll never forget that feeling. I literally got a high. That moment, I found my passion.
Yeah.
I truly found my passion. And it was like an outer body experience. I know it sounds corny, bro, but that's what it was. So then I was doing both, and still learning as much as I could about film and photography. And then I got to a point where I was so busy with both. I didn't have the hugest name, but I had a decent name where I was busy enough, you know, where I felt like I had to make a decision and to choose one or the other. And I chose film. And at first, when I was doing both, it was Code Red Films. Was my company. Yeah. And then when I made the decision to stop, I dropped the record label and I stopped being an artist myself to just be a cameraman and focus on film and all that. That's when I came up with Nova Vision. But it's crazy how the universe works, right? So when you find your passion, the universe really will open up for you, right? Yeah. So once I made that decision and I started investing in myself more and more and just putting everything I could into film and photography and learning everything I could. Right. There was one point where I had just purchased these certain lights and I had just purchased a new camera, which was like the newest shit at the time. And this was like maybe 3 years ago. 2 weeks after that, Benny's manager, Tony, shout out Tony, hit up my brother Bliss and was like, yo, I need a cameraman I need someone to shoot Benny for the, what was it? The Fire in the Booth with Charlie Sloth. But it's the first time it's ever happened to me, they had a list of equipment you must have, right? And I'm like, oh, that's crazy. I'm probably not going to have what they want, you know what I'm saying? So I look at the list. I talk to Tony, he sends me the list, and it was the same exact shit I had just purchased 2 weeks prior. That's what I'm saying, bro. And then from that point, that was my first time filming Benny. And then from that point, we all know everything that I've done since then. You know what I mean?
I didn't know you did the Fire in the Booth.
Yeah, and
that's fucking amazing.
That would not have happened if 2 weeks prior I didn't invest in myself. Yeah, and then a year
invest in your fucking selves.
Yeah, invest in yourself. And a year prior to that, making the decision to fully just be rocking as Nova Vision only. Yeah. I chose that path. That was my passion, and the universe opened up and gave me these opportunities. Yeah. And I also got to give a big shout out to Bliss too, my brother, because that wouldn't have happened without him. Right. Same with many other. I tell him this all the time, and he's like, bro, I put you there, but you're the one that put that work in. Your product is so fire that's why it works. Yeah. And I'm like, I know, but you're the reason why, you know what I'm saying? He's the reason why I was able to shoot videos for NEMS. Yeah. He was the reason why I got plugged in with Benny. You know what I mean?
Got NEMS on the fucking...
Yeah. He's my... NEMS is my intro.
Yeah.
If you ain't getting shot by Nova Vision, you getting shot by somebody else, stupid.
Yo, I don't think any other photographer got one like that. Like, that's that fire. Yo, that shit's so fire.
That shit hit so hard.
I'm like, oh my God.
See, like as a cameraman, I kind of brought that rapper energy into the camera world. So like a lot of cameramen, and this is nobody in person. I'm not just, I love everybody that's out here doing it. But I'm just a little more aggressive, I guess. I have that rapper energy, like, you know what I mean? So it's like, I just don't like any bullshit. But luckily, here in Buffalo, our creators, our filmmakers, my peers are all amazing. I don't have, you know what I mean? I couldn't even think of one person who I'm like, yo, they should just quit. They're all amazing. They're all doing their own thing. But I do think we need to work together more. We need to develop real production companies. Yeah. So when I go to other cities and stuff, I see these production companies that is just say you doing what I was doing. Me and you link together. Then we add a gaffer. We add a DP. We add this, that, and third, and we develop a production company. And then we can start charging real money, and we all eat. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I feel like Revelry House is trying to do.
Exactly. From what y'all told me, that's exactly what we need. Yeah. And then even the ideas y'all have with that building that y'all were telling me about. As a creative myself, I can't wait to go and film there. You know what I'm saying?
Shit's gonna be
bring my clients fire. There. Yeah.
I haven't even got to see it yet. The building. Nah.
Well, I hear it's fire, bro.
Yo, that's what I keep hearing. I'm like, I just need my own podcast room.
Yeah.
My own room.
Yeah, you were just talking about your wall, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna vinyl the wall.
Yeah.
Get a fucking. I can't tell them about the table because people are gonna steal it. Like,
Yeah.
everything I do, everyone follows.
Bruh, I feel that. I come out with new lights. 10 other people got them same lights.
How many people bought a drone?
Right now, 3.
Yo.
And I've had my shit for a month and a half. Bro.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying nothing, but it's what happens all the time, bro.
How's the learning process going with the drone?
It's going good. As you see, my quality that I put out is fire.
Yeah. The pictures are fucking fire.
But I crashed it twice. Had a real bad crash. I was filming the Pure Finesse movie premiere in North Tonawanda at the Riviera Theater. Shouts to Deuce King and AK Reed. Them boys got their own day now. The mayor presented them with the, I don't know how they pronounce it, if it's King Reed Day or Reed King Day or whatever, but they got their own day now, and that's crazy. Shout out to them dudes. Them dudes for real have been like, between them and Slim Gus, those have always been from the beginning my biggest inspiration as far as film. Yeah. So shout out to them. I love that they hit me up and hire me out to film and capture those moments, monumental moments. But anyways, I was doing a close-up shot of the marquee outside, and it had the Pure Finesse, premiere and all this, and I was panning backwards. And I seen the building in my screen on my drone. The drones don't got cameras behind them.
Right.
But I cleared the building. I seen it, and I was like, damn, that was close as I'm going backwards. And then it clipped the chimney. And then I went in, oh, man. Yeah. And some security guard was standing next to me. He was just interested in the drone. As I'm flying, he's asking me all his questions. It kind of distracted me. But we were just talking about, what if you crash it up there? How would you get it? I'm like, I don't know. And then, boom, I crashed it.
How'd you get it?
There was a vape store. It landed on top of a vape store. And I went in there, and I'm like, yo, y'all got a ladder or roof access or anything? And they're like, no. I'm like, fuck. The dude working was like, yo, shout out to him. I wish I knew his name. But the dude working was like, I'll figure it out. I'll get it. So we're like, all right. So he's going around the whole little plaza complex thing, and he finds this old rusty ass ladder that only comes down to about 10 feet. So he jumps off the building, leaps up and grabs this rusty ass ladder, climbs up, goes on the roof, gets it, saves the day. And
shout out that dude at the
store. I tried giving him money and everything, bro. I was like, yo, bro, you have no idea. Like, thank you. And he didn't accept it.
He's definitely a stoner.
Yeah. So, but the drone's still working. So
that's
I'm still working on my maneuvers. So I'm. See, the thing is, I don't want to just be flying straight or side by side. I want the advanced panning, and you know what I mean. So the advanced shit. I just gotta catch up to my mind. My mind knows what it wants, but I gotta just practice a little more.
Yeah.
Sticks.
It seems like you learn things quickly because with how fast you transitioned into the music videos and from where you started to where you are now, it's been 3 years you said, and it was like that, your photos, bro. That one photo, I have the same exact picture in my phone of the Ferris wheel in Cali. And I'm like, look, I put it side by side, and I'm like, the fuck, bro? I get it. You used a nice ass, dope ass camera with it.
Yeah.
And I used the iPhone, but I feel like you could do it with the iPhone if you try.
iPhone is gonna get to a place very soon where it's gonna be tough for new coming filmmakers to want to spend thousands of dollars on cameras when they just have an iPhone.
Yeah, when you spent thousands of dollars on an iPhone.
Yeah.
That shit is wild.
Yeah. And
then you get all the lenses and shit.
Yeah.
I've been seeing those. I got a fisheye one. But
yeah, you can. I mean, one of my biggest, one of the directors, one of my favorite directors is Cole Bennett.
Yeah,
he's
fire.
Lyrical Lemonade.
Yep.
But he's the last like year, all his videos have been shot on the iPhone. Yeah. So that's where the industry is kind of moving to. I don't like it. I'm like, nah, bro. Like, keep the film expertise shit to us. Like, learn a camera if you want to do that. You know, that's just the old school of me, though. I respect it, though. But the cameras are just becoming. Just imagine what your iPhone can do.
Man, but I love cameras because we're just talking about Dwight. Dwight was in here my last recording. He brought in this 1990 Japanese camera. He pulled the slide out the fucking thing.
See, I collect vintage cameras myself, so I love that shit.
Yeah, and he was like sitting there and the light had to hit it a certain way. And then he was like using his phone to like do measurements or some shit. I don't know. He's like, it's telling me where to position it because this is so manual.
Yeah, so manual.
I was like, oh shit, I can't wait to see those photos.
That shit is truly an art.
Then going home and developing them.
Yeah,
I was like, see, I just want to go in your development room, bro.
I want to start learning that shit.
I did that shit in South Park High School.
You did?
Yeah.
Yeah, in the dark room and shit?
Yeah, we did. I did graphic design.
That's a whole nother art form. But as far as like, I don't think I learned fast. I struggled in school. I went to 12th grade twice and still didn't graduate.
Was it you not applying yourself?
I wasn't applying myself.
Yeah.
And I legit had a hard time learning and reading. I had ADHD.
Right.
But when it comes to something I love, I pick it up. You know what I mean? So and I work hard at learning it. I spend the hours learning it.
Yeah.
You know, my wifey's here. Shout out to wifey. She's everything.
That's the backbone right there.
Yeah, that's my rib for real. And if it wasn't for her, I'm not just saying this, if it wasn't for her, Nova Vision would not be what it is. Because there are so many years where I'm investing thousands and thousands of dollars and thousands of hours of my time into building this dream I have. And the light bill's not getting paid. This ain't getting paid. This ain't getting paid. She's picking up extra work to cover that shit. Holding me down so I could live this dream, so I could try to chase this dream. Let's see what happens. It's working out now, but that's tough for a woman to do.
Yeah, it always hasn't, but she's held it down.
Yeah, bro.
I feel you. I always see you say that, like, she saved your life and everything.
Yeah, bro, 100%. She did save my life. When we've been together going on 14 years, I got released from jail April 3rd, 2009. We hooked up. We got together in May and of that same year, a month after I got out. And I haven't been locked up ever since. Now, prior to that, I was locked up, once a month, bro. My rap sheet can go from here to the wall, you know?
Yeah.
And I was a drug addict. I was into heroin, pills, coke, whatever, everything. But I was mainly an opiate head. And she was that one person, and it wasn't even, and it's sad to say, but, you know, I have kids, but at the time, it wasn't even my kids. Nobody could motivate me, or I couldn't even motivate myself to be a better man until I met her.
Yeah, I couldn't.
Sometimes you just meet that girl. You're just like,
I couldn't see you like that, though.
Everybody says that.
Yo, I couldn't.
Bro, if you...
The dad you are, like, shout out to you for being the dad you are, like,
and
it's amazing to fucking see.
Thank you so much, man. That means so much. But even that wouldn't have happened without her because I have full custody of both of my boys.
Yeah.
I'm a father. That's a huge strike against me to try to get custody. And I'm a recovering drug addict, and I have a rap sheet as long as hell. So the fact that I won custody of my boys after a very long fight.
And in New York State.
Is by far my biggest accomplishment and the shiniest badge I wear.
Yeah.
You know? But to even be in that position where I cleaned myself up enough to be able to go and pursue that and win.
Yeah.
Is because of her.
That's fire.
Yeah. So
shout out to you.
Shout out Big V.
We need more women in
Big
the world.
V's in the building. I'm making her blush right now. Shit.
And shout out your son too. That man need to go on
Be
Vogue magazine, GQ. This man is. I'm like, That picture you took, I was like, yo, is this GQ magazine cover?
Yo,
What the fuck?
facts. Somebody commented, said, it looked like he stepped right out of a Hollister ad.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Nah, yeah, and the thing is like, he's so like opposite what normal teenagers are. He's not on social media. Like, them pictures I post them.
Yeah.
He don't post them. He don't, like, he's just not with any of the social media shit. You know what I mean? You don't care about it. So it's gonna be up to me to be able to do that. I'm gonna have to make like a press kit for him and send it in to these companies. But I think he would do well. Man.
Yeah, he would just be in product sponsorships and stuff like that.
Yeah, right.
He would kill it.
6'3", 17 years old.
He would kill it.
Works out every day. Good looking kid, man. So is my youngest son. My youngest son, Micaiah, his birthday was yesterday. He just turned 14. Yep. And yeah, I'm blessed, man. Them boys.
Oh yeah.
Them boys. I'm so. I still can't believe I have custody of them.
Yo, how is it? Like, I got 3 boys. How is it, like, teenager wise?
It's tough. See, I technically have 4 kids.
Yeah.
The 2 boys are mine, and then I have 2 girls.
Right. I got a girl too, which technically she's mine. That's me.
And our oldest, Desiree, she's 24.
Okay.
And then her youngest daughter, Nevaeh, she's 16. So our youngest in total is 14. Total, we got 4 kids. I got 2 boys, she got 2 girls. And it's teenage life. I think we're pretty lucky because my kids, thank God, aren't doing what I was doing at their age.
Yo, I would cry.
Like, they don't have any urge to drink or smoke, like they don't, they're just good kids. It's just the little things that piss me off about them. But, they're not perfect.
I think that's all of us. And
they are amazing kids. I love them all to death. Love them all like they're my own.
Yeah.
So,
that's fire.
Having a blended family is tough. She came in with her baggage. I came in with my baggage. But it's tough, but you make it work.
Yeah, facts.
They're brother and sister. That's what they're considered.
Yeah.
In school, that's my brother. Even though she's not the same skin color as me, that's my sister. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. They're siblings.
Yeah.
Been 14 years they've been together. Their whole lives since they were babies. So
yeah. That's what's up, though. That's fire. I like that. You got a great family, bro.
Yeah, I do, man. I'm very lucky.
And they're all supportive as hell of you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And it seems like your oldest is getting interested in the cameras, too.
Well, my youngest is the one that's really more... He's the one that's going out with me flying the drone.
Oh.
So, yeah, it's my younger one, Micaiah, the one that just turned 14. My oldest, he's just head first into sports and his girlfriend. Which I won't even go into that. But
I just got told this weekend my daughter has a boyfriend. I'm like, you're 12. You're 12. That's all I gotta say is you're 12.
Yeah, it's a dub.
I feel like that when I said that, she like understood. Like, I'm disappointed. I'm not mad. I'm disappointed. But you'll learn. Like,
you'll learn.
I'm not gonna be the dad that's like, nah, you don't have no boyfriend, blah, blah, blah. I watched that with my pops. Did not work.
It don't work.
No.
All it's going to do is create resentment, and they're going to go 10 times harder.
Yeah.
To just be like, fuck you.
Yeah, she just got her cell phone. She just turned 12 on the 15th.
Where?
So it's like, God damn.
Happy birthday. Yeah. But real quick, I just want to address, I know people may have seen my video I posted, I think, last week, right? And I got a lot of people excited about it. And if you don't know, I posted a video where I was talking about how I'm going to put, there's the camera.
Yeah.
I'm going to put a couple people on blast, man, that really need to be, because they just keep my name in the mouth. But I was talked off the ledge by my brother, and so you're not going to get that today, unfortunately. But it just comes down to like my brother told me, you know, what we're doing is way bigger than that. We're just giving them free exposure. And I've really, in my younger years, I was a demon, bro, for real. And like my wife said on the way here, when you get tested, the old you comes out. And I didn't like when she said that. I didn't like that because I don't want to be anything like I was.
Yeah.
As far as my anger, everything, actually, anything like I was. And she's right. So I don't want to. I really am trying to be on like a positive vibe, positive energy. Stay away from negative energy.
Yeah.
Eat what I consume, whether it's social media, on TV, all that shit. So if you're on some bullshit, even on social media, I'll block you. I don't give a fuck. You see, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
because I wanted this. I don't want to. For so many years, I woke up every day fighting a new battle on fucking the blue app. And for what, bro? I'm wasting my time internet arguing with people who will never pull up. You know?
Facts.
So there's really two people I wanted to address. Y'all ain't getting it. Just know I'm gonna keep leveling up, and you're gonna keep getting mad, and y'all gonna keep staying where you're at. That bus ride is long, I know. Maybe someday you can get a car or something, but hey.
God damn. On that note, y'all,
I was gonna leave it like that, bro.
Fuck.
We can compare bank accounts all day, you know what I'm saying? Like, the shit that really matters.
Everybody just need to work together and make this shit better.
I totally agree with that, but there's just some bad
apples.
There's some bad apples in the batch, bro, that just make it impossible.
Yeah.
But you know, we've been doing this long enough. Where
I definitely feel that because I was in the same situation where like someone was fucking with me, and they still are. They're still talking. Just like they want me to talk about them. They want me to talk about the situation, but I've never once opened my mouth up about the situation. And now they're sitting there still trying, but I'm not giving them any fucking time of day.
Right.
And when I don't, it makes them feel worse. It makes them fucking act out worse. And then when they act out worse, they start losing other people.
Silence is the best. I forget. There's an actual term for it. I don't know what the fuck it is.
It's the best weapon in the world.
Yeah, weapon. Silence is the best weapon. When someone is so mad at you and they talking all that shit and they get nothing from you, they're not getting any rise out of you. That makes them even madder.
Yep.
So fuck them. Silence is what y'all getting.
Yeah, yo, I love that shit. Like you just stop talking and you don't say shit to them.
Yeah. No matter what is said about you.
And
they're gonna try to put the biggest, most hurtful thing they can say about you. It don't bother me none. That's the way this clown feels. I don't even like him. So who gives a fuck? I don't even say shit about it.
Exactly.
Damn, he didn't react to this either.
Yeah.
Fuck. Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
Give him no reactions.
That's key.
You get subliminals.
Yeah.
I'm just dropping them.
Shoot a little subliminal.
Yeah. You get a little bit of subliminals, but nobody knows who it's at.
Right.
Because the subliminal is pointed at many people.
Yeah, but if the shoe fits, wear it.
Yo, that's another thing is when people like you throw a subliminal out and then they're like hit you up and they'll be like, yo, what's this about? Because they feel like it's about them.
I get that a lot too.
And it's like
technically it's not about you, but why are you feeling that it is?
Yeah. Or why are you harping on that fucking thing right there?
Right.
Like, that you had to message me. Because do you feel that way? Because if you feel that way, something go fix it.
Exactly. Whatever I'm saying, obviously if the shoe ain't fitting and you liking it, you liking the shoe.
The screen. Can you hand me my phone? It's right behind you, I think. I have questions on there that I forgot. Sorry about that.
No worries. And I also want to just shout out y'all, the whole cast here, everybody making in the background that's making shit work too. Thank y'all. I'm not anti-weed, but I can't be around weed smoking at all. Some shit happened to me. I bought some weed like 4 or 5 years ago. The shit was poison. It literally put me in the hospital many times because of it. It fucked my life up. I to the point where I literally had what do they call him? What was Luke? A security dog. What is it? What's the term?
Service dog.
Service dog. I had a service dog. I couldn't go, bro. I would have full on mental breakdowns in the middle of the mall.
Because you smelt it?
Being around, no, well, after that, for the first 2 or 3 years, it would just come back even without weed being around.
Yo, I've heard that, like, you could smoke weed. Did you not smoke it for mad long before that?
No, I was smoking.
Oh.
I was a pothead my whole life.
Yo, people say that, like, because people do it with, you ever hear, like, acid? They take acid and then they're stuck in that realm forever.
Oh, yeah.
They say that you could smoke weed and you can have a manic attack after it. And then
I get that. But this particular thing was
poison.
The weed was poison. It was with PCP. And it chemically changed my brain.
Yeah.
And it was horrible, bro. It was the last 4 years or so, especially the last 3, was horrible. I'm on medication for it now that helps kind of. But anyways, if I'm around, if y'all are just smoking in the room and just a little bit gets in me, it triggers all that.
Yeah.
Like, she'll have to rush me home. I might have to go to the hospital. But if she rushes me home and I go home, I'm gonna fucking fill myself up with meds until I black the fuck out, so I don't have to be in this prison of my mind.
I feel you on that.
Bad, bro.
No, yeah.
So I mad respect for y'all. Spaced Out Podcast, y'all. Love your weed and all that. Mad respect for y'all. They were like, don't worry, we ain't gonna smoke in here at all. This is all about you. So thank y'all. I really appreciate that, man.
Yo, cause what was I gonna fucking say? Fuck. Yeah, we don't gotta smoke with you here. I smoke all the time. I'm high. I was high before I got here.
Yeah.
I was gonna say something. Oh, service dog. I also have PTSD from the military.
Oh, okay.
And trying to train mine for a service dog, but she's too wild.
Yeah, I got lucky, man. I own 2 dogs.
Yeah.
And the one was born to be that.
Yeah.
Like, I put him through a little bit of training, but other than that, man, he was perfect for me. I still have him, you know. So
he's fucking the shit.
Yeah, man. Sorry you got to go through that, man.
No.
But it's pretty similar. I don't know what exactly you go through, but the fact that it just comes back is similar to what happens with me.
Yeah. But it can happen like you were saying, like when I drive past going to the casino, Niagara Falls, and you're on that right next to the water, and it starts smelling like burnt trash or like trash and shit. That shit hits me hard. Like the one time I had to pull over and let my girl drive because I was having flashbacks right there.
I've had to do that a million times.
And it's like, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck? And I come out of it and I'm like, what the fuck just happened type shit. And I'm like, and then I'm angry as fuck for like the rest of the fucking day.
Yeah.
Because it's like, yo, now that shit just is replaying in my head.
Yeah.
And I don't I can't take meds because I fucking was given Xanax in the army and fucking went ham with them.
Okay.
Like I would take 7, 8 fucking Xanax a day, like, and just eat them all day. The one time I came home and my sister, we went to the club. What the fuck was that shit called? Social. I was in Social. She said I was moving like fucking. And I was like, she's like, why are you moving so slow? I'm like, what are you talking about? Everything's going so fast. And it was like my hands were just like,
yo.
And I was like, yo, what the fuck? So
well, that's good. I commend you for not taking it because you obviously had an issue with it.
Yeah. That's why I commend you too, man. It's hard. It's difficult for fucking. And then now New York, it's everywhere.
Yeah.
And you gotta like that shit is everywhere. You can smoke it anywhere.
Yeah. Every time I go in the store, I'm like, man, if this shit was 10 years ago, bro, or if I remember being a kid, man, and just with that Mexican brick weed with the full of sticks and seeds, and
going to the trap house and get the fat fucking pillows.
Yeah. For $5 or $10.
Townsend had them shits on lock.
Yeah, they did, right? Goodyear. Come on, man.
Yeah, Goodyear. Yo, Goodyear got me, though. Yeah. When I first came back from the Army, I went and pulled up on Goodyear, and I gave the dude 20, and he walked back there, and he never came back. I drove up to the next dude, and he was like, you just got, didn't you? And I was like, yup. He was like, That dude. And he just was like, here, I got you, $5. I was like, oh, you're the man, bro.
There you go.
Oh, fuck. Let me grab these questions. I have some questions for you.
Let's go with it.
What do you think the most humbling experience during your videographing, being a videographer, has been?
My most humbling experience
Yeah.
in doing what I'm doing?
Yeah.
That's a really good question. The time when I was in the same room with Conway and all of Wu-Tang.
I see that photo.
It was a smaller room, and I just literally was just could not believe like what was happening. Like, yo, my camera brought me here.
Yeah.
And that was probably the most humbling. And Conway, we have a relationship. We know each other, so it was nice. He was very welcoming, and then at one point I asked for a picture with Method Man and Conway together. Well, it was supposed to be just Method Man, and Conway was right there. I was like, nah, I need you in on this too, right? So Method Man was like, yeah. Puts his arm around me. He's like, yeah, my man Noah. He was kind of like messing up my name. Conway's like, nah, that's Nova. That's the boy. That's my boy Nova. Like making sure he knew my name.
Yeah,
and shit.
that's
like,
fire.
Yeah, but like, I just remember at one point sitting there just looking around, like Raekwon, Redman, Method Man, Conway.
I was supposed to pull up to that show too.
Shut up.
Yo, bro, the person I was with wasn't trying to drive there. They were hating on the fucking whole show that they were hating that they weren't going to show up because of the previous shows. That people didn't show up to those previous shows. People bought tickets to previous shows.
Yeah, that did happen.
Yeah.
Method Man apparently he had a movie overseas.
Yeah, they were doing the movie.
Yeah, and this was a makeup show.
Yeah.
So you're right. Yeah.
So people were like, no, and I'm like, yo, come on, let's go. And then I'm sitting there and I'm like, yo, you are stupid. Like Conway is there.
Yeah.
Like that's an opportunity. Like I could know people who are who are back there.
Right.
Bliss was there.
Yeah.
That's my boy. I went to high school with him.
Well, let me also make it clear. Bliss was the only reason I was there.
Wow.
I was there to film Bliss. I'm Bliss's videographer. So Bliss put me in position to be in that room.
Yeah, and I'm like, yo, that's an opportunity for me to even be at the gate and be like,
you would have been with us.
You
would have been with us.
I just want to be on the podcast. It could be 30 minutes.
Right.
I just want to ask you a couple questions.
Right.
Like,
and they were so cool, bro. Like they would have.
Yeah, the first time I met Conway was at a Bandits game when they first got signed. The Sabres game. I'm standing in line and I look over and I'm like, yo, that's Conway. That's Conway. I'm whispering this shit. Yo, this man turned around like this.
You heard you?
And he went, and I was like, yo, y'all seen that? And these dudes didn't know who he was at all yet. They were like, who? And now they're like, yo, you remember that time at the Sabres game?
Fuck, you didn't even know who he was.
And I'm like, yeah, bro. Imagine if I was doing a podcast there, because I would have walked up like, yo, you trying to do my podcast?
Yeah.
Like, come on, let's go. Fuck this game. We can go do it in the box seats. Where you going?
No, I truly love Conway. And I feel like I'm kind of like a kindred spirit to him, like how he feels like an outcast, and he's jaded in a lot of ways, and he gets slighted in the industry, and I can relate to all of that.
Right.
You know, and then on top of everything that he's gone through, you know, with getting shot. I mean, bro, who knows what happened with who shot him? If they didn't get him back, them dudes are still walking around, and now he's famous. You know, imagine what that does. Like, you know, fuck. So, I love Conway, man. He's special. Conway is a special man.
I listen to the Cow every day.
Conway every day, yeah.
Every
you
day.
Hear the Jay Skis Conway joint yet?
Yeah, I downloaded. Well, actually, when we had Jay Skis, the joint that just came out, Bonneville. We got to hear that shit before it even came out, bro. That was like a moment for me. I'm like,
I'll tell you a crazy Conway story. I'm pretty sure I could tell you. But you know, Conway's a street dude, right? So he's just the rapper. He don't know about all this shit, the mics and all, you know, engineering and all that, right? So I had an Apple, it was a Mac computer, and I sold it to him. Bring it to his house, delivered it to him. I told him I didn't sign out of my iTunes, my iCloud account or whatever, my Apple account. So make sure you sign me out and sign yourself in, right? He's like, yeah. I was like, you know how to do it? He's like, oh, I know someone that does. I was like, okay, cool. All of a sudden, like a week later, his album, God Don't Make Mistakes, started showing up on my song list as like untitled songs. So some of Conway's songs I had where it was like just a hook, a Conway hook, and no, just the instrumental. And would say like for Schoolboy Q. One of them was like almost, you know, they were all unfinished songs from the album, bro. And I hit him up and I told him, like, bro, get someone over there right now. I'm getting all your music as you record it. You need to get someone over there and sign me out, or I'll come and do it. And he's like, good looks. He's like, yo, good looks. I was like, bro, if you want me to, I'll delete everything. He was like, nah, you good. But if I was a scumbag,
you could have.
I could have sold that. I could have sold it as, yo, I got this open song, a Conway song, where you could hop on as a feature for fucking 20,000.
Yeah.
Whatever. You know, I'm not a scumbag.
No.
But yeah, I just like that's a little crazy because he just like he don't give a fuck about none of this. He just wants to rap.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, damn, bro, you're lucky that shit was me, bro. Because
what he did for me was the one video where he's overseas and he hugged the fans, and I was like, that's where I want to be.
Right. Or like, when he's crying on stage. Bro, that shit does something to me. Grown ass man like that, man. Been through everything he did, man. Just that passion. But go ahead.
Have you ever forgot to press record?
Yeah. I still do. They say that's a rookie mistake. Nah, bro. I still forget to press record. A lot.
I did too on the DJ Bandana Black fucking episode. We recorded it twice. The first time, great fucking time.
I don't see nothing beep. Is this recorded? See, they got you.
No. I did it on Streamlabs that time though, and I must have double tapped it, hit play, and then pause.
Shout out to Bandana Black. That's my brother. He was the DJ. I heard him. He was the DJ for our wedding.
Oh, fire.
Yep. That's my boy, man. Shit. He's a good dude, man.
Yo, yeah. He's fun. He's funny as fuck.
Yeah,
he is a big reason that I'm like tapped in with the local artist, because
that's the thing about Bandana. He's never stingy with information or plugs. He'll plug you in if he feels like you fit. He's just a solid dude. I'm glad he's getting healthier now. He lost mad weight. Yeah. Good as hell.
Yeah.
Pause.
Pause for real. How about sound issues?
As far as what?
Have you ever like experienced them, or like what's your worst experience with sound issues? Because we get that happened a couple times here, where like one time it didn't record the whole episode when I recorded it.
Yeah, no, audio stuff is super tricky, and I'm more of a software guy, not a hardware guy. I'll learn a software for whatever it is, if it's video editing or audio recording. Because I've had I think 3 different studios in my time, regular studios, like recording studios, and I've gone through it so many times, man. It is so aggravating. Yeah. Sometimes it's like the dumbest thing, and you spend days on racking your head and fucking trying to figure shit out. But yeah, no, I've had audio issues. I've had audio issues even while filming.
Yeah. We lost the whole audio thing one time. Remember that, Miss Green? Like the whole audio would just disappeared, and we're like, we have the film, but we can't find the audio.
Right. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, no, audio. You definitely got to be on it.
Yeah. The lighting, that new lighting, bro. Yo, I was like, yo, lighting makes a fucking huge difference.
Lighting is everything. If you want for like up and coming videographers, if your goal is to get a cinematic look, it's not the camera, it's not the lenses, it's not your editing, it's lighting. Lighting is the key to everything good in film. Lighting is number one. So I always invest heavily into my lighting because it's so important. You guys got this lit up really well. So
it's not.
Yeah,
I can't wait for the new studio to see how we do it.
I can't wait to check that out too.
Yeah, it's gonna be wild.
But yeah, lighting is so, even for photography too. Learning to bend the light and manipulate it in certain ways to give you the product you want. You know, I love it. It's a whole there. You know, in film, there's professionals that only do lighting.
Yeah,
they're called gaffers. There's professionals that only do audio for a reason. You know what I mean? Because there's so much to each aspect of it.
Right. So deep into it, but you're doing all of it.
I'm doing all of it. Yeah, I would like to not do all of it. So I've been trying to build Nova Vision into something like more of a production company. I've been trying to find people to join that just do one thing, just do lighting, or just maybe a beat cam or whatever. You know, more people the better. The problem is the people that I've brought on who just swore they were so passionate and hungry with this aren't.
Right.
You know? So it's tough. So now I'm looking at UB. I'm trying to find like film students, like for interns.
Yeah.
We'll take on a couple of interns, see how that goes. That way it's not hurting my pockets if they fuck up. And if they don't work out, if they work out and I want to keep them, I'll pay them.
Yeah.
You know?
That's smart as fuck.
Yeah.
That's fucking, hell yeah. Nova Vision's getting huge.
Yeah, that's the goal.
How many videos you got coming up to shoot?
Coming up?
Yeah.
I have 3 right now that are unedited that I just shot. And I shot 2 in Austin, Texas. Shout out to Jabo Laws and his brother. If you're gonna let me just say this real quick. If you're gonna fly a videographer out to film for you, you're supposed to take care of them. I'm not supposed to spend any of my money. Period. I shouldn't be in the red at all.
Yeah.
You're flying me out for my skill, my product, right? So that doesn't ever happen. But them boys, Jabo Laws, they took care of me and my wife. And so far as I'm concerned, my wife is a part of Nova Vision. So wherever I go, she goes. She's there. I call her like a creative director, you know, like she's there for those special ideas. She also sets up my lighting and stuff like that. And besides all of that, she's also my comfort blanket. Yeah. She's my comfort blanket because of the stuff that I deal with mentally now after the whole PCP and the weed thing.
Yeah.
I have a hard time being around a lot of people, especially in foreign places or in planes, closed in, you know. So she really needs to be there with me. And they had no problem with that. They took care. Actually, I think I took care of her flight, but they still they paid for our home or our Airbnb, put us up in $1 million house. Fucking,
bro, I seen that shit.
Yeah.
The fucking yard?
Yeah.
Were you in the hills?
No. We were in the suburbs, but the
looked
pool
like
had a grotto with stones, it had a waterfall, then it had a fountain.
Shit,
it was $1 million house.
Beautiful.
And I'm not saying every artist needs to do that, put me in $1 million house, but like my Uber to and from the airports, he made sure he cashed that to me. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. These are, if I want to eat, I'll pay for myself. I have no problem with that. But
I hit you up about spots too.
Huh?
I hit you up about spots.
Yeah, I know, the Whataburger. But you hit me up afterwards.
Yeah. I didn't. I was
home.
like, God damn, this man was fast over there.
It was only a 3-day trip. I'm flying out to New York, or not New York, Puerto Rico on Thursday.
Yeah.
I got to shoot a music video out there too. So I can't wait for that. I'm excited that my camera brought me to that point. I'm excited that my camera is able to bring my wife, who is pure Puerto Rican, to Puerto Rico for the first time.
Yeah.
She's first generation American. So her mother and everybody was born in Puerto Rico. So it's dope that
I ain't never been either.
our camera gets to bring her there. You know what I mean? Like,
that's amazing.
fire. I love that shit.
Yeah,
But
this podcast is gonna bring me there to see.
it will, bro.
Yeah, hell
You know
yeah.
what the
I'm
key
manifesting
is?
the fuck up. Yeah.
And y'all got a whole shit here, bro. Like,
Yeah.
it's dope what y'all
Hey,
do.
hey, Anuel. That's what I'm gonna
Right.
interview there.
Right,
in the barrios, like in the hood. I want to be in the hood.
That's where we'll be.
Yeah. No,
shout out Jux too. Jux is the one. Jux is the artist that's taking me out to Puerto Rico. So shout out
Jux. Gonna be
Jux.
fire.
Huh?
The video is gonna be fire.
Yeah. And when artists do that, when they fly me out and stuff and take care of me, I go above and beyond.
Yeah.
Like, I'll throw in photo shoots. I'll do all this extra shit, and I'm not gonna charge you extra. Like, you're flying me out here. You know what I'm saying?
How was Austin?
Austin, Texas is whack as fuck.
I'm sad.
Everybody says that. My boy, Ab, he picked me up from the airport. He's like, "How was it?" I was like, "Yo, Austin, whack, bro.
Yo, you didn't go to the right spots, bro.
It was whack. Fucking.
I love that shit. That's my favorite.
It just reminded me of a warmer Buffalo.
Nah.
Not saying Buffalo whack. I love Buffalo because I live here, but Austin.
Did you go to 6th Street, bro?
Yeah, we did go to 6th.
That shit is so.
6th Street is the only like good thing about Austin.
You got to be there for a couple more days.
I'm sure there's a lot more. Yeah, I'm sure. There's but just like vanity wise, just like driving through it and seeing, I'm just like,
yo, it's like fucking. They got to be doing so much construction. That city is like construction all the time.
Yeah, they're growing fast. I know that. I guess they're actually like
Google's there, Uber's there.
They're
Lyft.
coming up with like a second downtown. There's 2 different downtowns now.
Damn.
Yeah, that's how fast it's growing. Atlanta's like that. They have an uptown and downtown where it's really 2 like downtowns. Like
I could see it because that place is fucking wild. Like when I was there, it was just like imagine half the buildings not even there.
Yeah, our Uber driver taking us from the airport to the spot. She was saying that she's like, man, I remember when they're just. None of this was here.
Yeah. It was like when I went back there and I'm like, yo, what the fuck? And it's like LA kind of. It's starting to be like a little LA, and I'm like,
there are aspects of it that remind me
I might not fucking like it in like the next time I go and like you do. Yeah. Like, but the thing for me is the food. Like Round Rock Donuts, shit is. You get this fucking donut that's like the size of the donut box, bro.
I drove past that place. Nah, I wish I would have stopped.
Yo, bro, fire.
But
so you were in Pflugerville.
We stayed at, where did we stay, babe? Cedar Park.
Cedar Park, Pflugerville, yep.
Yep. So, we stayed out there.
That place
there was like this little food park that had like real Texas barbecue, which I was happy about. Wildlife Run, that's where it was. Yeah, this food park though, they hooked us up. But man, we're sitting there in the Tesla, all 4 of us, and there was a couple in front of us ordering, and man, it was. I'm not gonna get into too much detail of it, but we seen it right with our bare eyes. This grown ass man and this little girl, and his wife. His wife was just sitting there not doing nothing, not caring, and this grown-ass man was doing some shit he shouldn't have been doing to this little girl. And we called the cops on him, and the cops wanted our information and all that, this and the third. My man just hung out. Yo, just get there, help the fucking little girl.
Yeah.
What you worried about us for, right? Hang up. We go back to our spot. All of a sudden, like 3 minutes later, we're eating our barbecue. Someone knock on the door. It's the cops. They traced us all the way back to our house through the phone call. I was like, yo, y'all wild. Why are y'all here? Y'all got to go find that girl. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? And then eventually, I guess they did. But what I knew would happen is what happened. They called V to give her an update. We found them, this, that, and the third. That's his biological daughter. They say there's nothing wrong going on, so we can't do nothing. Bro, check the cameras. The shit was in broad daylight. Then the dude's walking around smiling his ass off. Like he knew we were watching. You know what I mean? It was gross, bro. I'm not going to get into detail of what he did.
Yeah.
But it was fucking gross, bro. People like that, Man.
That's one thing I hate about Texas.
Yeah, it's
Those cops don't do shit.
Oh, the
and
cops.
the fucking
they
people are
didn't give a
weird.
fuck. They showed up at our crib. Like, what the fuck? Why are you here?
Yo, like because that's like Williamson County or some shit. That's what they be on that fucking TV show, that live cop TV show all the time.
Oh, yeah. She loved that shit. My wife loved that
PD,
shit. Live PD.
Williamson County. That's right there, like Round Rock, Pflugerville, Cedar Park, and like a little bit of Austin. Yo, that place is wild over there. Because then you got to think, like, Austin's filled with people coming from different countries because of, like, not only you got that school that's right down in Austin, you got their community college that people are going to. You got New Braunfels that's filled with college students. And Austin's like an hour away from mad major places.
Right. Houston,
College Station's like 2 hours away. So it's just flooded with weird fucking people all day. And their motto is keep Austin weird.
That's one thing I like about Austin.
It's weird.
It seemed like it was very open to art.
Anything.
There's a lot of graffiti. There's a lot of art around there.
Yo, I should have. That's next time you go there. It's close to the airport. It used to be close to the downtown area by 6th Street where you could just tag all you want. It was like, would have been a dope spot to take pictures and shit. Yeah, they moved it.
Yeah, we went there.
And it's like a graffiti like park. And
yeah, we went there.
You went there?
Yeah.
Was it dope? I didn't get to go there yet. No?
No, so what happened?
Damn.
So what had happened was, because I'm Googling trying to find good spots to film, right? And that was one of them. We go there. It's called Hope Outdoor Park.
Yep.
And then some redneck pulls up against us, or he's following us. So we pulled over. We're like, what the fuck? He's like, can I help you? We're like, bro, you're just a worker, first of all. You're like, you know what I mean? Like, you work at whatever place it was by, some landscaping company. But we're like, yeah, we're trying to find Hope Park. And he was like, it ain't nothing there but a couple walls. Like, and I'm like, fuck that, let's go. He's like, you got to hop a fence, all this.
Oh, you went to the old one downtown?
No, I went to the new one.
The one that's by the airport?
Yes.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
You got to hop a fence?
Because, so we go there, and I go and I get over the fence. Well, I didn't hop through it. I shimmied my way through it.
Yeah.
And it was exactly like that guy was trying to tell us. I was like, Cap, he's just trying to keep us out. Like, da-da-da. And it was that. So pretty much they're moving it from downtown to there.
Yeah.
But they're taking their sweet fucking time. They'll put a brick down and wait like 3 months to put another brick to build the fucking shit. And then, so it's got a half done building that says Hope Outdoor Park. No graffiti there yet. No nothing. It's just.
And the old one, they didn't.
The old one, at that point, I was just like over with. I was just done with the whole shit. But I think the old one isn't there anymore either. It's in limbo somewhere, being held, waiting to go to the new one.
Because it was like, it was a building, supposed to be buildings getting built.
Yeah.
They stopped building it, and then people just started graffitiing it.
Yeah, I seen the pictures. The shit looked fire.
Yeah, I might still have one on my Facebook. I took one on the fucking top of it, like all the way at the top. And I met 2 homeless people there, bro, when my ex-wife left me in Texas.
Did you used to live there?
Yeah.
So that's how you know.
I was stationed in Fort Hood. I used to go to Austin every weekend. And then I went back to Austin because
you know Austin differently than the way I do. You really know Austin. That's why you're like, you're tripping. Like,
because every weekend, because I was a spot. Like, bro, there's so many people to meet. And I met 2 homeless people, bro. Yo, and they were like, bro, I was sitting on there, like thinking about fucking just offing myself. And the dude just walked up and he was just like, what's up, dude? How are you doing today? I'm like, what's up, man? I was like, I don't got nothing. He was like, no, bro. He's like, I'm just coming to chill and play music. And then another dude comes up, and the dude starts playing music. This dude starts tagging. And they were just like chilling together. And I was just like, what the fuck? Started talking. And then I was doing Uber every weekend up there. Every weekend I would go up there, find the homeless people. And then it gathered to like 10 homeless people that would like wait for me to come from finishing Uber. I'd pull up and they'd all be like, "Oh my God, yo, Chris, where have you been? Where have you been? How was your week?" And I'm like, "I've been good."
That's
and
cool.
and it's just a Saturday, and I'm like, I could go to the bar and
Right.
party. Fuck this! I'm just gonna smoke a blunt with these fucking homeless people because this shit is so much better. Like
That's
these people don't
dope.
give a fuck about money. They don't give a fuck about anything.
Right.
All they want, they just are being themselves. Like the one dude
They
was
want
homeless on
people
his.
to at least treat him with some type of respect.
Yeah,
and
this
you
one
did.
dude was homeless on his own. Like he was like,
Like you chose it.
I don't want to work. I don't want the stress of like paying bills and all that. I think affected him like heavy. And he was like, I've been homeless for 3 years and I'm like stress free.
I get it, man.
And I was like, what about the winters? And he was like, it's not bad.
Just dug it out.
Yeah, they're like, it's not bad, bro. They have church under that one bridge on Sundays by
Okay.
6th Street. So the throughway has
like
that.
homeless church?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Every Sunday they feed them food and there's fucking shit. I mean,
Wow.
it kind of enables them,
Right.
but also
they're
it's
gonna
like,
do it. And they're gonna
Yeah.
be. They're choosing to be there.
yeah,
So you might as well help out any way you can.
yeah, hell yeah. Well, that shit's dope, but yeah, that shit is wildly fucking homeless population is huge.
So let me
there.
ask you this: when you were the first time you were there, and you said you were down, and you felt like you are gonna off yourself, then you met those two guys. Those two guys helped you.
Yo, yeah,
Get over
without even fucking talking about it.
That's what's
Didn't
up.
even have a conversation about it at all. Like I didn't even tell him like, yo, I just found out my ex-wife at now is about to leave me. Like is dipping on me. Like
It just
like
kinda
she just
freed-
like left
freed
me
you from
last
that
night.
thought
Yeah.
for the moment.
Yeah, they just started playing music and he's doing the graffiti. My mind went from here smoking to, yo, fuck, let me watch him do graffiti. I love graffiti and it's like, I love art, so I'm just gonna watch him make art. And it's like, oh,
Right.
fuck. And art and music are like legit. Like, this is art to me. Podcast, like, there's mad things you could do as art. Anything art, I'm like attracted to. So, like, when you post pictures, that's why I'm always liking it. Like, that's why I like keep photographer friends and directors and artists around me because I like art. Like, I like people who can fucking create things out of nothing.
Sounds like some universal
Yeah,
intervention
it was like the universe was like, nah, bro,
Yeah.
you got way more to look forward to in life than
That's fire.
fucking losing a relationship. Like, yeah, you fucked up, just keep moving on.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh fuck. Like I didn't even like the rest of the day I didn't even think about it until I pulled into that driveway.
But you got through that moment.
Yeah, I got through it and I was
That's
like,
key.
oh fuck. And then I like after that I felt like, yo, it's not that I owe them something, but like just keep going to them.
Yeah.
And the one dude had a car. He would just sleep in his car, skateboard all day.
That's what's up.
I'm just like, yo. And then crazy, bro. His family was from Rochester or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's what's up, man.
Hell yeah. And he was like, where are you from originally? I'm like, Buffalo, New York. He's like, no way. I have family and blah, blah. I'm like, what the fuck? That's
small world,
fucking
man.
weird. Hell yeah. All right. I'm going to get one more question out and then we're going to wrap this up because we all got some kids to go home to.
Yeah, sir. I got to pick them up from work.
All right. Is there anything you wish you knew you could pass along to young people making their start today in video and what you're doing?
Anything that I wish I knew?
Yeah.
That
That you know now that you would pass on to someone who's doing what your videography like just starting today.
Oh, okay. The key is just to start. Don't sit there and think about it. Don't worry about you don't have the newest camera or the most expensive camera. Just fucking start. You have a camera in your pocket. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Start creating. That's it. Just start. And then once you start, you're gonna over time you're gonna develop your own style. You're gonna find at first it's gonna suck at first, and that's okay. But just start because you learn from sucking. You know, like
Facts.
pause. But
Yo.
but yeah, I was trash. My videos were trash. They were all right at first, but they're not what they are now, you know. But if you start, just start. And if you feel like you can't put in, because you really got to put in tens of thousands of hours to learn, especially if you're going to YouTube University like I did.
Yeah.
And
that's a lot. It's a lot.
And a lot of money. And if, you know, play around with it. And if it ain't you, don't force it, because eventually you're just going to regret it. But if it is you and you get that feeling in your heart, that's your passion, whatever it is, chase that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Chase that. That's I feel like a lot of people ask whatever, like their God or whoever that they view up there, you know, what's my purpose in life? I'm a firm believer that your purpose is to follow your passion. That's your purpose. That's what you're here for. Follow whatever makes you happy. And it could even just be your family, like being a mother. You know what I mean? Yeah. You may not have to be into arts and crafts or whatever the case is. Just whatever your passion, whatever your heart is telling you. Don't worry about the money, because if you follow your heart, you follow your passion, the money will come later. You know? And I'll end the podcast with this. I have no problem with people who believe in God. If that works for you, that's totally great. I personally don't. But give yourself more credit. You know, if you made it through some shit and you're at a better place now, you know, a lot of people say that's God. That's cool if it works for you. But ultimately, you're the one that did that. You're the one that went through that. You're the one that thugged it out, and you're the one that fought it out. Give yourself more credit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I just see a lot of that, you know, and there's nothing wrong with it, but it's nothing wrong with it if it works for you. But if you look inwards more and you're like, and you get that confidence more, like, yo, I'm the one that put myself here. I did this shit. You'll be better off. You know what I'm saying? Like, instead of just waiting for it.
Works in both ways too.
Right.
Yeah. When you fuck up, you're like, I'm the one who did this. And then when you do something right, I'm the one who did this.
Right. But a lot of people, when you fuck up or when you do something right, and they go, oh, that's God. But when you fuck up, it's you.
Yeah. Or they try to blame someone else.
Yeah. But they're not blaming God.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're gonna put,
yo, that's facts.
You know what I'm saying? But if they believe God is the all controls everything, you got to blame God for the bad shit too. Yeah. Or thank him, however the fuck you want to look at it. You could be grateful for that bad moment. But for me, if I'm in a bad spot, it's because I put myself there. And if I'm in a good spot, it's because I put myself there. I'm the one that sat at the computer for thousands of hours learning. Yeah. I'm the one that invested my money instead of paying a light bill to have what I have. Yeah. And that's another thing I want to quickly address. People just assume like that I was born into money and this and third. Like, bro, I had nothing. Like, even when I got with V, we've been together 14 years. 10 years ago, her and I were pushing shopping carts full of groceries over fucking railroads in the snow. We didn't have a car just to feed our kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, as a kid, like, I starved. Me and my sister were fucking eating bouillon cubes for weeks, putting it in water and fucking just to get something in our stomach. I really come from nothing, bro. Like, so everything I got is all me. Like, I earned that shit. Yeah. You know what I mean? I put myself in that position, not nobody else, not no higher power, in my opinion. And like I said, it's no disrespect because I know how people get. But at the same time, I'm gonna still tell my truth. This is my truth. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But don't get it twisted. Nothing was handed to me at all. I earned everything. So anybody try to slight me for what I have now, you just mad at yourself. and in my opinion, I don't got shit. I'm so far from where I want to be. Like, people look at me and envy me for some reason. I'm just like, bruh, your view is fucking terrible.
You still doing landscaping?
I own a landscape company too.
This podcast is sponsored by Malanka Landscaping.
This podcast is sponsored by Meslanka's Landscape.
Yeah, there we go.
Meslanka's Premium Landscape Company, Nova Vision, photography and film, Spaced Out Podcast, and I'm the fuck out of here.
All right, y'all. Thank you very much, Nova. I appreciate you. Yo, you want to tell me where they can find you at?
Oh, yeah. Everything Nova Vision 716, website coming soon.
Peace out, Girl Scouts.